Bandai Namco sent us a very strange fighting game. This is called J-Stars Victory vs. Plus.
Yeah.
And it's all about the Jump anime characters fighting each other.
Yeah.
We know about 5 of them.
We do. Well,
You know,
we've covered some of these games before.
We have, and
with
that's
their
why
own
we-
individual games.
And I don't have the time to watch a lot of this anime stuff.
Yeah.
I think I would enjoy a huge chunk of it. I've
For sure.
enjoyed a lot of manga and a lot of anime stuff that I've
Yeah.
seen before, but I don't know a whole bunch of these characters, and I
Sure.
feel like it's such inside baseball type of experience. Like if you know these characters, you can have a much better time. What do you think of the
for
game?
Sure.
though?
Well, that's the thing. I had fun with the game when I was playing with the characters that I knew, like
Yeah.
Luffy, because you and I just had an experience with him recently.
With
Well,
One Piece, yeah.
海賊王にこれはなる俺はおかげになる男だってばよ He's a stretchy man. He's got this stretchy
Yeah.
ability and this hilarious sense of humor. So he was entertaining as heck, and I loved that there was that all the voice acting was still all in Japanese here. I felt like, you know what? This was not made for me, but they're trying to make it accessible to me.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah, I think so too. And I
Yeah.
think that there is a tremendous amount of fan service here with the huge amount of characters that are collected.
So many.
Yeah, and different types of characters with different types of abilities. One of the characters, I forget the guy's name, but he's got a giant
Goku?
afro and he's got nose hairs that come out and beat up different characters. And it's like,
yeah.
what am I looking at?
You know
It's
these characters
crazy.
if you love this
No.
anime. We're really sorry. We don't watch a lot of it. We're not obsessed with it.
can't-
The thing that shines here with this game is that there's so many different game modes. There's so many
Yeah.
different game modes that you can go into. But the main thing that you're doing in most of the game modes really is just fighting each other in a large area. So
And with terrible camera controls.
with terrible camera controls.
And not the greatest visuals, especially in this
No.
day and age. Lots of destruction. You and your anime mates are going to destroy every building that you can see. It's just going to be rubble everywhere.
And then the rubble gets in front of the camera, and then you
Yeah.
don't even know where your character is or where the enemy is that you locked on.
They sort of give you 4 different branching RPG light adventure story type ways that you can play this thing. And then you can also obviously train, and then you can play the regular battle mode.
When you're doing these things, the battle modes, even just playing like a quick play or whatever it is, with these matches that you're setting up, it all
Yeah.
just seems like all this fun is happening and you're setting up these matches and you're choosing these characters and everything's gonna be so great. And then you jump into it and it's just like, oh, well, it's the same thing.
It is.
It's just the same thing.
The core game is exactly the same,
Yeah.
and there's lots of stuff that you can unlock. You sort of earn your credits and your rewards along
Yeah.
the way, and you spend those to unlock characters. It actually doesn't have that many characters unlocked at the beginning, which is
No.
a surprise. So you see a lot of repetition,
Yeah.
and if you don't know the characters,
No,
like,
it's true.
I don't care, you
No.
know. A lot of them have really cool samurai mechanics and moves. I'm partial to Naruto because I played about 55,000 Naruto games at this point.
I would just rather have a stagnant background and a 2D fighting
Yes.
experience over anything else,
Yeah.
really, because that's what the gameplay is here. I'm not playing the game for any other reason other
Yeah.
than the fighting and then the collecting of points, so that I can unlock more characters. That is the fighting game style that I know and love, and these characters really would make for a great game and a story to follow. I would love to follow a Street Fighter-like story with these characters.
Yeah.
I think they're all great and they all have something to offer, and I would
Yeah.
like to get to know them a little bit more in a better setting.
So not for you.
I'm not going to play this game again. It's broken.
Not for me either.
No.
What are you going to give J-Stars Victory versus Plus?
5.
Yeah, it gets a 5 for me too.